Here is our Jaguar xj6, known as the xj40 2.9 straight 6. This one really is in the same kind of condition you'd expect to find a 2 or 3 year old car to be in, despite the fact it's getting close to 25 years old now. The inside of the car is very little different to when it was new and appears to have had exceptionally light use. The rear seats, in fact all the seats, look as they did a long time ago. All the door cards, all of the wood, everything is correct. It goes without saying that if you look in all the horrible bits where they tend to die, there's no rust anywhere. That's just some dust from where I've machine polished the car. There's no rust in all the usual horrible places where they tend to go. This car is pristine. It even has its original Jaguar's radio cassette. It's a non-smoker's car. Like I said, the interior is incredibly fresh. It's in nearly new condition inside, and all the wood is correct. There's no damage to it. And once again, the steering wheel, as you'd expect, is as it was when it was new. Everything works inside. And looking at the body of the car, it really is lovely. You will not find a better one. This must be one of the best XJ40s available anywhere, and would happily be at a Jaguar Owners Club meet somewhere. I'm sure someone would love to take this to a Jaguar show. The car is totally original, very, very clean. There's, for me, if you look at the rear bumpers, normally they're hanging off and they're out of alignment, but they're absolutely perfect, those rear bumpers. The exhaust pipes, there's no rust down there. There's no rust down the bits where they normally go. In fact, all of the wheel arches, there's no rust on them. Absolutely pristine. Even around the roof. Well, I've got the roof out now, but there's no rust anywhere around the roof or anything, or anywhere horrible around there. You just quickly nip round the wheel arches. Like I said, there's no rust on there. There's no rust down there whatsoever. Phenomenally for one of these. I've had one of these 10 years ago as I sort of run around, and there's no rust on the lip, which is incredible to find one of these with no rust whatsoever. Absolutely spot on condition. And if we look down through here, even got a brand new 5th tyre in the boot, which never got around to fitting. It's all dry as a bone in the boot. And if we look under the bonnet, when I bought this car, I flipped the bonnet up and went, we'll have that, because you've never seen a straighter original engine bay. Normally they're just rusted to death down there. The inner wings normally pretty tired and starting to rust, and then just look at the condition of the engine. Even the little puddle lamps up there work. If I had to fault it in any way condition wise, under the bonnet there's nothing you can fault the car on. There's nothing there. There may be a few tiny dings down the side, but I mean tiny. On the bonnet here, if we really looked hard, if you really went for it, there's a little tiny ding there. There's a couple of tiny marks like this, which I've ordered the correct colour paint, and I'll touch that in. That'll be done properly. It doesn't have its original coach lines, which are hand painted from the factory down the side, because Jaguar replaced them as a bill, and Jaguar even painted the bonnet for some stone chips about 12 years ago. That's in there as well. They charge them a lot of money to have that done. And if you look at the paintwork, that looks absolutely stunning. It's given it full machine polish with some good cutting compound. Done a good job of that, and it looks no different to when it was new. Well, shall I say, no different to what it would look like if it was nearly new. So like I said, down this side it's exceptionally clean, hardly any marks down the side of it. You'd struggle to get one any cleaner. I think you've got to give it the originality of the car, which is I think what a lot of people don't always see when they buy a car. That the car is totally original.